All right, y'all, today I am going to show you how to do that linking strategy that we talked about yesterday. So let's go through what each letter in links means. The L stands for list the parts, so the word and the definition. The I, identify the remaining part. The N says note a linking story. C, create a linking picture. And then the S is for self-test. So that strategy is links. So today I'm going to show y'all how to do the linking strategy. This strategy is really good for remembering vocab words. So instead of just remembering it for the test and then forgetting about it, this will help it stay in your memory for longer, so you're actually remembering the word. So it will be really helpful for y'all to learn a lot of vocabulary words that you might not be familiar with or see all the time. So we're going to pick one of our words. Let's go with the word insucculent. That one was kind of tricky for me too. So on the front of our card, we're going to draw a line down the middle. Then we're going to flip our card over, and on the back, we're going to draw another line right down the middle, and then one small line in the bottom. So that creates a couple boxes for us, and in each box is going to be a different part of the link strategy. So this first part is where we're going to list the parts. So first, we're going to start with our word. So remember, it's insucculent. So we're going to write our word. So we know that this is the word we're trying to remember and study. We're going to circle it. Helps it stand out. Then you're going to flip your card over, and on the back is where we're going to list the definition. So remember, a really important part of making word definitions is coming up with something in your own terms, in words. Instead of just pulling it from the book where you might not remember it, if you come up with it in your own head, it'll help it stick longer. So yesterday we made some of those definitions, and for insucculent, we said having few worries, anxiety, or concerns overall. So right up here, we're going to write just that. Having few worries, anxiety, or concerns overall. Awesome. That is the L. We linked the word, insucculent, and our definition. Having few worries, anxiety, or concerns overall. Next, we're going to move to the I, which is identify the remaining part. So the next thing we're going to do is flip our card over to the front, and in the bottom part of the box that we made, we're going to come up with a word that reminds us of insucculent. So it's just something that's going to jog your memory. It might be a word that looks like it, sounds like it, or just something that you can remember in your own memory. So for me, insucculent reminds me of succulent. It kind of looks like it and it sounds like it. Down here, I've written succulent. That's my reminding word. Next is the N in the links strategy, which is note a linking story. So you're going to flip your card over, and on this left box right here, we're going to come up with a little story. It's typically just like a sentence of not only our vocabulary word, insucculent, but our remembering word, succulent. This will help us jog our memory when we're trying to think of what the word was and the definition. So let's think of a story. Our definition is having few worries, anxiety, or concerns overall. And the word that I said reminded me of insucculent was succulent. So when I think of a succulent, like a plant, that doesn't cause a lot of anxiety or worry. It's normally pretty easy to keep up with. So I'm going to use that in my linking story. I'm going to say owning a succulent is very insucculent. Awesome. So now I've made my linking story or my sentence. So owning a succulent is very insucculent. So they're pretty easy to take care of. Next is the C in our links strategy, which is where we're going to create a linking picture. So if I'm thinking of our created definition, having few worries, anxiety, or concerns overall, I think of not being worried or being relaxed. Typically, I'm pretty relaxed in the summertime when I don't really have a lot of plans. And I love to go to the swimming pool. So I'm going to draw a swimming pool. Then I'll draw a little person in the pool, hanging out. They got a big old smile. And the sun's coming down because that makes me feel relaxed and not very worried. So that is going to help me remember my definition. Now I also want to remember my remembering word, because that remembering word is going to help me remember my definition and the word itself. So off to the side, I'm going to draw some plants, and these are going to be my succulents, hanging out on the side of the pool. Maybe they're on the pool deck. So now I've completed my card. I have the front, which has my definition, or my word I'm trying to remember. And then on the back is my definition that I created. If I flip back to the front, it has my reminding word that's going to help me remember the vocabulary word that I'm learning. On the back, I have my linking story, or my sentence, and my picture. So the picture is going to jog the memory the best for me. So now let's think about our word. It's insucculent. Who remembers what that definition is? Having few worries, anxiety, or concerns overall. So insucculent means having few worries, anxiety, or concerns overall. The word that helps us remember that is succulent. And the little story is owning a succulent is very insucculent. So having a plant doesn't cause a lot of worries or concerns. Then off in my picture is a nice summer day. I have my succulents off to the side and I'm in my pool. Very laid back and not worried. So that is our linking strategy. Like I said, this is really helpful for y'all to remember the vocabulary definition past just a test. So it has all these different components to help link it in your mind, and y'all will be able to remember these words for a lot longer than if you were just to study them. So we have quite a few words this week to learn. This one you're already going to know because we did it together, and I'm sure y'all can remember my beautiful picture and our succulents. And when I think of succulents, I'm going to think laid back, not worried, and not concerned. So I want y'all to do this with the remaining 6 words that we have for the week. So go ahead and do your own strategy. I'm going to leave mine up here so that y'all can copy it and remember our link strategy. So remember that each letter stands for something different. Okay, now I want y'all to try.